Coach, a couple weeks of preseason camp in the books. Now we're into match week. You start the season. But first, I want to start with just how do you think preseason camp has gone for your team so far?
Oh, I was very happy with them coming in great shape. The freshmen came in phenomenal shape, so did the returning players. The chemistry seems where it should be at right about now with when you're dealing with women, so I'm excited to see them come together so quickly. And then having the scrimmages under our belt really helps get the butterflies out.
The scrimmages that you mentioned, you got to play some pretty good competition. You got to play an Indiana Wesleyan team that's top 10 NAIA, some other quality competition. How did those scrimmages help? And maybe what did you find out about your team seeing them in match situations?
I think just my team is very competitive, and they always have been, so whenever it's a game-like situation, they step to the challenge. And I think it's good for the freshmen to see that, so they were challenged as well. And that just got them all closer, and understanding pressure is just an action, and you can really tone that down if you get that experience under your belt enough, because it's next weekend. This weekend is going to be tough for us, so I needed as much play as we could possibly get in that time.
Some of the players that people look at, your returners that I think people expect you to count on, Kristina Kerrigan, the senior All-American out on the outside. What have you thought of her so far here in camp going into her final season?
Well, she really worked really hard this summer, and she wants a lot of things out of this team this year. So does the rest of the team. But I think Kristina's really on a mission, and I'm very happy with her. And we have other players too that are coming in and wanting to be successful as well as we have been in the past year. So they're very focused in on going preseason stuff, and then in season, and then postseason. So we got it structured in a point where we have goals throughout the season to kind of produce what we want to have at the end and play in the Elite Eight.
Obviously, one of the most important, if not the most important position on the floor, the setter. You have the reigning regional freshman of the year in Megan Binkard. Now kind of a full off-season, a full camp where you kind of know and she kind of knows that she's going to be the person at that position. How has she progressed here going into her sophomore year after such a successful freshman season?
Oh, just her freshman year was phenomenal, how she handled pressure, and she was in a lot of pressure situations. And then coming into her sophomore season, this summer she came in great shape and she was ready to go. And she really doesn't need that much coaching. I think she gets it. She knows how to run the offense. And that year of playing immensely as much as she did really is going to contribute to her success this year. And all I know is I'm giving her the reins. I'll pull them back on her a couple times, but I'm sure she's going to step to the challenge, and she knows the team really well. She knows how the offense is run, and I think she's going to do a great job.
Who are some of the maybe names, either returning people they're going to have bigger roles, or just some of these new freshmen that have come in that have you excited, that Greyhound fans should be excited about what they're capable of here in 2012?
Yeah, well, we have Carsey. She's coming in to help out the setting situation, so that's going to be a great situation for us because she's got a lot of talent. And then we have Hannah and Haley, both that can come in on the right side or the left side, and Peyton Schultz coming in the middle. Shelby, who can help in the libero or the DS position, because I know that Amy Oldenburg's in her senior year as libero. She's going to have a tremendous year. She really wants it really bad, and so I'm excited. And Courtney Crawford coming off of surgery, so she's going to come in, and she produces a lot of stuff and the outside stuff other than always being good on the court. She comes in with anxiety and stuff that lifts up the team when we need it. So we're going to need pretty much everybody to be successful this year.
Two people that I think kind of had fans excited, your two Division I transfers kind of now with a year under their belt, Ariel Knafel and Brittany Engelmeyer.
Yeah.
How do they look? Kind of they've had a full year and now maybe expected to take bigger roles, and just maybe their comfort level.
Yeah, that's a good point. Their comfort level is very, very high, and I think that Ariel's going to be great on the outside or the right side wherever we need her, and she knows that we need her to produce kills and terminate the ball. Brittany's going to definitely run a great job in the middle, and she's pretty much getting the way that I coach and how our team operates, and she's very comfortable with her play, so that's it made her a better player this year, and she's ready to produce, both of them, so I'm excited for both of them.
You mentioned how tough this weekend is going to be. You head down to the University of West Florida for their tournament. You're going to open the season against number 5 Central Missouri. The next day you'll get number 2 Tampa. Obviously you guys are number 10 in the country. You also got West Florida, who's receiving votes, and Lock Haven, who's traditionally one of the best teams in their region.
Absolutely.
Out of the Atlantic. Just what do you expect, hope to gain, obviously besides hoping to win all the matches, but just your mindset, taking the team down to Florida and what you hope for down there this weekend.
Well, to be honest with you, I just want my players to understand this is where you need to play to be at that next level, to be at the Elite Eight. You need to play teams like we're playing this weekend. And it actually helps with pressure and all that kind of stuff. That's going to help us later on in the season as it progresses. Because if you play an easy schedule, then you're not going to be able to get ready for those big challenges that step in front of you. And Tampa's historically amazing program, so Central Missouri, so in West Florida and Lock Haven, like you said, they're tough teams. I would want it that way. I want to play the best competition because that's the only way you become the best is you play the best. And wherever the chips may fall, it's the first part of the season, so it's our first game. So we're all 0-0, so we're undefeated. So it's gonna and it's how they bounce back after playing those teams too. Because you could have one great game and then falter. So we kind of want to just play consistent ball this coming weekend and come away with a great experience. And of course, a couple of W's wouldn't be too bad.
Well, Coach, thank you for the time, and good luck this weekend and the entire 2012 season.
Great, thank you.
Your senior season now here for the UIndy volleyball team. You've had a couple of weeks of preseason camp, 3 exhibitions. How do you think this 2012 edition of UIndy volleyball is coming together?
I think we're coming together pretty well. We have great chemistry already as it is. I mean, preseason was obviously tough, and it's always tough. And so when we play those exhibition games, we're always tired. But even being tired, we still did very well against our competition.
What do you think you were able to take out of those games? First, on the positive side, what were the positives you saw from yourself and your teammates, even though you did play tired?
Yeah, I mean, well, there was definitely several positives. I mean, we won all of them. Number one. Number two, I mean, the freshmen were starting to step up, and also some returners who haven't seen the court before were actually coming out of their shell and really doing well on the court.
Mentioned that it's your senior season. What are some of the goals that you have, for yourself, and then team goals that you want to help UIndy accomplish this year?
I think all the self goals I have are about the same as our team goals, and I know that I share this with my other 2 seniors, Amy Oldenburg and Courtney Crawford, that we expect to go far. We expect to win conference. We want to win regionals. We want to go to the Elite Eight and go as far as we can, and that might mean a national championship.
You've been a part of where this program is a top 10, top 15 program. The target's on your back every match. I mean, every match you guys are in,
Yeah.
Everybody knows about UIndy volleyball now. It's a national power. How do you get that message across to these younger players that there are no matches off, that you're getting everybody's best shot?
I think our preseason kind of sets a tone for that. We do have a very hard preseason with our 3-a-days and the amount of conditioning we do. And I think that kind of lets them know, hey, this is serious business. We go out here and we want to win. And I think we kind of portrayed that again with the exhibition games. Hey, it's time to take care of business. This is our job. This is what we came to do. So I think it's being portrayed pretty well, and I think they're starting to follow suit.
The first week of the regular season is certainly going to be a test. Your first match is going to be against an Elite Eight team, Central Missouri. Then your third match, the number 2 team in the country, Tampa. You're familiar with West Florida. They came here last year.
Yeah.
What do you like? This style of scheduling, and you getting to test yourself and a chance to put UIndy on the map in the first weekend.
Yeah, I mean, I think we are gotten used to this scheduling because, I mean, for the past 2 seasons, this has been our opening weekend. We've come in with top 10 teams. And I think that it's good for our team to put it out there right at the beginning and see what we can do. It would be great wins if we took down Central Missouri and Tampa. I mean, they're both in the same day, but, I mean, there's things that we have set out to do, and those are within reach for us. At least that's how we perceive it. So,
having said that, what are you guys going to have to do to come away with a positive weekend and some wins down in Pensacola this weekend?
I think a positive weekend for us would be going 500 or winning 3 out of the 4 matches. I mean, that would be great. I mean, we'd be taking down a top 5 team. I think in order to do that, again, it comes down to our chemistry and how much heart we're leaving on the court. I know we're not going to have as many fans there because it is such a faraway game, but we need to get excited on our side of the net and make sure that we're staying positive the entire match.
Kristina, thank you for the time and good luck this season.
Thank you.